This video provides an overview of the use of the GCodeSVGPro design software application. This software designs G-code based on image files. GCodeSVGPro has been developed and marketed by Shooting Star Technologies LLC of Maryland, USA. GCodeSVGPro has all the features of the basic version image to G-code for processing JPEG, bitmap, and PNG images based on their pixel information, plus enhanced features for processing SVG images based on their SVG code. The SVG code provides more precise control of the image element size and location in the cut project. In addition, smoother edges are created for the SVG elements. To launch the program, double-click on the desktop icon created when installing the software. The GCodeSVGPro program is organized with tabs. As you design your G-code, you progress from left to right through the tabs. First, you select your image file that you wish to create your G-code from using the Browse button. The image loads into the left window on the page. The file name and path appear in the text box on the left. Your G-code will be saved into this directory. SVG images can be processed using their SVG code or by converting them to PNG images and using their pixel information. The covert button converts a color image to black and white or grayscale to represent cut and uncut regions. The colored regions are cut. Using grayscale can cut the items to different depths. It is possible to determine the effect of different cutter diameters in rounding the SVG items for a white raised image by checking the bottom right checkbox and using the convert button to refresh the right image. Large cutters result in rounded corners when cutting interior regions. You can enter threshold values to design the interpretation of your image in the bottom left text box. Use the convert button to refresh the image on the right. A value closer to 1 means a light color is interpreted as dark. With grayscale interpretation, more than one value is required. Once you are happy with the threshold values, you can move on to the second tab to choose the settings page. In the settings page, you can choose whether you want G-code for a white raised image or a black raised image. You also write your equipment settings such as cutter RPM, feed speed, cutter diameter into the G-code you are generating. You can also determine project settings such as the width and height of the image you are cutting and the maximum depth you are cutting. Other project settings such as the units can be set as millimeters or inches. The rate settings of per minute or per revolution can be set if recognized by your equipment. In changing the units, all the values are converted, perhaps with some rounding. You can also save the equipment settings to a file and reload that file as necessary. On the lower left, you can choose whether or not you want to use G-code commands in cutting circles. You should note that these commands are not recognized by all equipment. Also, a circle is cut by starting at the center then going around the perimeter. J commands result in more compact G-code. Subprograms are used for SVG elements. The pixel size of non-SVG elements in the image can be controlled by using the checkboxes on the lower right. The Generate button tells the software to create G-code for your project. A message box lets you know when the G-code generation is finished. A second message box gives an estimate of the time required to cut your project. The third tab is a crop tool that, due to the nature of SVG images, cannot be used with them. It does, however, allow you to see how well the project dimensions fit your image layout. The fourth tab allows you to view and edit the G-code file. You can save the file to a different file name. It provides basic text editing tools. The fifth tab allows you to see a toolpath preview of your image. The cut SVG items appear in blue, while the cut non-SVG items appear in white. A photograph of the resulting cut raw image is shown here. It is a white raised image. There is some light feathering of the wood from the router cutter. This can be removed by light sanding. Let's go back and take a look at creating a grayscale image where the different shades of gray are cut to different depths. On the first page, the combo box is used to select the 4-level grayscale option. There are now 3 threshold values that can be adjusted to achieve a desired effect. The star and ellipse items now appear as a dark gray. Generating the G-code now utilizes 3 cut depths. The toolpath preview allows you to visualize the different cut depths.